The next element of a strong social emotional learning development culture is transparency and personal modeling. And what I mean by that is just kind of open, honest communication and modeling of your own development of these skills. So, for instance, if we're talking about honest communication of emotions, I might come into class and say, hey, so I didn't sleep so well last night, which kind of makes me feel a little less patient and cranky, and so I'm going to really work on that, make sure I don't do that as best as I can, but just kind of be aware of where I'm at, and let's try to work together from that standpoint, and you can kind of help me out in working on my patience today, right? Very honest, open about where you're at and communicating that. Now you've modeled it for the students, and now they kind of understand what that might look like in real life. But also, you've modeled that you believe in this, that you find it actually helpful, you think it matters to do this, and that it's an adult, real-world skill, right? You might also talk about some places where you're working on your professional life, in your personal life, things that you're not so good at in terms of communication, and what you're doing about it, again, to sort of model this and really emphasize this culture in the classroom that we're all experiencing this, all practicing together. And it's really key, right, to practice a little bit of vulnerability. Now, please don't share too deeply, right? Obviously, we don't want to be triggering students or re-traumatizing them, so please don't go super deep, but definitely reflecting on real areas of your life where you are using these skills, and being honest about it, and really being vulnerable enough to at least admit those areas where you're not so good about it and how it might affect you a little bit, and why it matters for you as an adult, so that your students know why it should matter to them as students trying to grow.